It's a vibe on Lava Lounge
93.3.
Would y'all believe me if I tell you that I have a special surprise up in the studio? What's up, you guys? This is Hot FM 93.3 Lagos. It is currently 20 minutes past your 1 o'clock hour right here on the Lava Lounge with me, the one and the only Nicky. What's up, boo? How are you doing? I hope everyone's having an amazing Tuesday. Now that we're in the 1 o'clock hour, my guest is here looking so gorgeous as always. I'm so excited to say I have none other than Leo Da Silva in the studio. Hi.
Hi, Nicky.
How are you?
I'm wonderful,
Ooh,
I feel amazing right now.
Ooh.
It's really awesome to be here. This is the first radio interview that I've actually granted since I came out the house.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay, no, yeah, like the one I've granted without being obligated to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first.
Oh wow, so I'm special.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so one thing that interested me, well, obviously y'all know that Leo was a former Big Brother housemate, but that is not the reason why I have him on the show. He's making a huge impact after the show. He did not go the typical route of singing, acting, or being a presenter. He travels around Nigeria to give empowering talks, and today we will be talking about his company, Big Figure Small World. So, give us a little information. What is Big Figure Small World?
Okay, so about in 2012, it started as a joke, basically.
Really?
I had this vision then. I was doing entertainment. I was doing parties in uni.
Yeah.
And I was after branching to America from England, I decided to come to Nigeria as well to do something. And the first event that I ever did was actually Big Figure Small World. That's the funny thing. So
really?
A friend of mine was like, yo, this can actually be a thing. So he wanted us to be doing like the event subsequently, but I preferred it to be my legacy, to be my company name. So I registered it and, started using it to do greater things, basically.
Amazing. So with Big Figure Small World, what is it exactly that you guys do? Because I do see that you go around, you give a lot of talks and whatnot. You were recently in where?
I was in Abuja. I went to Abuja to be Loring. Abuja, I went there I was invited by Code. Code is called, it's a short form of Connected Development. They are the people that started the Not Too Young to Wrong movement in Nigeria. And they invited me down to be a special guest, but I ended up obviously talking. So after that, a friend of mine runs an NGO as well, Evergreen Initiative, and she invited me to come talk to school kids. And I was really surprised that school kids in Abuja actually know who I am. They're excited to see me, they're screaming, and it was a good cause because we're talking about drug abuse, and drug abuse is something that has affected us as a generation. So we have to look out for the people coming behind us. So the junior secondary school was something that I had to actually be part of. I had to talk to them, tell them the things how drug abuse has actually affected me as a person. Like, I'm not saying physically I've abused drugs. I'm saying like people around me have lost a friend from drug abuse. And I can say, even though that one is not physically with us, the other one that is physically with me, he's not the same person from drug abuse. So I had to shed some light and make them understand these things. And that embodies what my company does. My company is into SME investments and equity investments. I'm going to be going public by the end of this month.
Okay.
So, I'll be inviting a lot of SMEs to throw in their proposals on my website and, wait for funding. Basically, if your ideas are good, you get funded.
Amazing. So you're definitely giving an opportunity.
Yeah.
To people who usually don't have that pathway to go and get the funding they need.
Yeah, that's basically it. Because I grew up in a very, very, let's not say, not in the suburbs like people think. And the only thing that separated me from anyone that grew up in the hood, because I grew up in the hood, was my opportunities. Basically. Yeah. The fact that my dad was ready to invest a large amount in my education. You understand? So I come back from very expensive private schools, but I come back to stay in the hood because I was living with my single mom. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that was just the contrast. My mom and dad weren't together, so I could not enjoy the luxuries that my dad could provide. But what I could enjoy was very, very good education. And that was what separated me from my friends that I grew up with.
Yeah.
A lot of them dropped out in GS3, became mechanics, became welders. But the only difference between both of us was the fact that I had my opportunities and I took them. That was it.
It's a vibe on Lava Lounge.
93.3.
And today we have none other than Mr. Leo Da Silva. Yes,
The
he's
boy,
up in
Leo
the
Da Silva.
studio.
Let's get it.
Yes. Really quickly, your last name.
Yeah.
I noticed it's Portuguese.
Yeah.
So your family, one of the original.
Lagos family.
Wow. Legacies.
Yeah.
Legit. Okay, that's what's up. Anyways, back to the matter. I just had to like touch base. I was like, wow, that's actually like really, really cool because it's quite rare that you see a Portuguese last name. Well, quite rare for me. From. Anyways, okay, moving on. I'm sorry. He just like stared at. I was just like, whoa. Okay. Anyways, let me catch my word. But Leo, so obviously you're on Big Brother.
Yeah.
And how would you say that platform propelled your business to like the forefront in people's eyes?
Okay, I can remember when I was signing my Big Brother contract, and I read in the part where it said it had about almost 10 million viewers, you know, in Africa. And I started thinking to myself that, you know, it's one thing to actually try to win this,
Yeah.
and it's another thing to actually think long term
Yeah.
and sell yourself,
Yeah.
how you are, you know, not try to act a certain way that is not you, you know, to try to win this. Because one of the major things I thought about in the house was, if I start trying to be too entertaining, by the time I get out the house, everyone wants me to entertain them. If I'm in the house, everyone knows who I am. I'm a serious guy. I'm into my business. You know, even if I stay 2 weeks, because I never unpacked my load in the Big Brother house. I never felt I was going to last more than a week. Yeah, I always told Teddy, I always told everyone that, you know, I see Big Brother as, when I first got into the house, I saw it as a week of free advertising. After a week, I saw it as 2 weeks of free advertising. After 2 weeks, I saw it as 3 weeks of free advertising. So, you know, apart from even that fact, the fact that I had a lot of things going in my head, you know, thinking about my mom because she was ill, but I never wanted to talk about it. Obviously, you know, I never spoke to anyone in the house about it. I never said anything about it, but, you know, it was lingering in my mind. So I just never really wanted to go all the way. Winning the money would have been a plus, but it wasn't really in my goals. It wasn't really in my plans. I just wanted to put myself as I am and my business as I am in front of Africa, so people know that this is what this guy does. This is what he's passionate about. He's passionate about education. He's passionate about empowerment. He's passionate about his business.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to sell. And I wanted to sell it as quick as possible. And I'm glad I was able to sell it as quick as possible, because when I came out of the house, everyone knew that, oh, this guy is too serious. Oh, this guy is too this. You know, it might look like a snazzy comment to make at someone that is on a platform like that, but it kind of drove certain narratives about how my brand is supposed to be addressed.
Yeah.
You don't come at me with certain offers because you know what I do, you know what I want. You understand?
Exactly.
I'm not in limbo. You get me? You don't think, oh, this guy wants to be a model, or this guy wants to be a singer. I'm not in limbo. Oh, this guy wants to act. No. You know that I want to actually do business.
Yeah.
So you come at me with, I need a business advice on this, or I need a partner on this. You know, those are the kind of offers that I wanted to get, and those are the kind of offers I'm getting. And, you know, this empowerment talks that I've been doing as well. So that's just basically it.
And that's based off of how you presented yourself, and you definitely presented yourself well.
Yeah, I
so
guess
then people see you in the way that you want it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Very, very amazing. Very interesting too. So we were just talking off air, and I told Lee, I was like, so yeah, Forbes magazine and whatnot. He said no. And your answer was actually very genuine and very touching. Yeah. So I think you have to share with everyone, how do you feel that you've accomplished something with your business?
See, I've always said to everyone around me that I'm not a strong believer of hammering.
Yeah.
I'm not a strong believer of, just making quick money. I'm a strong believer of growth. And when it comes to growth, I just want my business to grow. I don't want money for my business that my business is premature to handle. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't really care about, whether I'm on Forbes magazine or not. That is not what defines my business. That's not what is going to shape my legacy. What shapes my legacy are the people I actually impact.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I remember when I went for a program that was hosted by the Lagos Island government for my mom. And when people were talking about her legacy was all about kindness, how genuine she was, how she helped her workers, people that worked under her, all of them. They only spoke about how she was a loving person, how she looked out for them. She would give them whatever they needed. And that's the kind of legacy I want to have as well. You understand? Because my mom has always been my mentor. I've always looked up to everything she's done. So if my business can employ 20 people at the very least, and those 20 people can actually pay their school fees, the school fees of their kids, can actually feed their family, then that is my legacy. That's the ripple effect I want for myself. That's the ripple effect I want for my family. That's the ripple effect I want for my legacy.
Amazing. Yeah. Lagos, y'all heard it from the man himself. Leo definitely wants to make an impact, and a very good impact, to say. I think when you can empower others and they can say, because of him, today I can actually do this, and I can make sure I go for it. It's just paying it forward.
Yeah. It's a vibe on Lava Lounge.
93.3.
I am still up in the studio with none other than Mr. Leo Da Silva. Yes, on the Lava Lounge with me, Nikki.
Yep.
So we've had an amazing conversation. I've learned a lot about your business and what you want to do. Now, my main question is, for the future,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself being, like, in the next 5 years with your company, your platform, everything?
5 years, in the next 5 years. I don't like to jinx myself, and I don't like to put myself under pressure. But in the next 5 years, I hope I can get to employ about 100 people.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what I want for myself. I hope I can get to employ about 100 people. And if I can do more,
then you can do more.
I'll welcome the idea if God permits,
Amen to that one. Well, I have to say congratulations on everything so far.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for granting me this interview.
My pleasure.
Am honored, in all honesty.
My pleasure.
But really quickly, please just reel off your social media handles and where they can find Big Figure Small World and everything.
My handle is at Saliobi Da Silva on everything, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter as well. Then Big Figure Small World has a handle on Instagram, not on Twitter, and on Facebook as well. So just search Big Figure Small World on the internet. You'd find what we do and what we're about. But I'm going to be launching my website, leobdasilva.com, by the end of the month, and that is going to shed a lot of light to what I want to do for the future, what I'm shaping my future up to be.
Yeah. Amazing. So you heard it here, Lagos. Make sure you look out for that. Big Figure Small World is definitely going to have some light shed on it and whatnot. And leobdasilva.com is coming very soon. Don't forget to go ahead and follow him, show some love, show some support. He has a ton of photos on Instagram that you can like and enjoy. I know, because his fashion is on point. Definitely on point, darling. All right. So once again, thank you so much, Leo, for stopping by the studio. Hot FM.
My pleasure.
You know what? Like, in all honesty, he's just, like, really gorgeous. Can I just say that in the interview now? Like, I know he told me not to, but I have to. Like, I just love the way you dress, because it's trad, but it's not the
regular trad.
Yeah, it's a modern twist, and I think that's so cool for you to show your fashion personality through your outfits, because I'm all about letting people know who I am and what I'm about, like, through my clothing, because I'm loud, I'm extra.
One thing people don't understand is right now what is in vogue is our tradition.
Yeah.
Our traditional outfits are actually in vogue, not the Gucci's, not the it is our trads that are now in vogue. That's what we're actually swinging towards right now. Our clothes are very comfortable. Our clothes are trendy, they're beautiful. So why not wear them? So before, I used to wear suits Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
And I wear trad on Friday. But why would I limit
yourself?
Why would I limit my culture to just one day of the week?
Yeah.
To expressing my culture. So I decided to switch it up and go Monday to Thursday, traditional, and Friday, a suit.
And you don't shy away from color.
Yeah, I don't shy away from color. Pink, red, green, everything. I wear everything.
There was one burgundy jacket I saw recently that you wore, and I was like, yes, honey, yes.
Yeah, that was when I went for Kwara State Fashion Week. So it was a burgundy, it was a burgundy outfit. It was nice.
Mad thing. Honestly, it was amazing.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
y'all. Once again, thanks to Leo for stopping by. Don't worry, I will definitely get the interview up and out on the website. That's hotfm.ng. Make sure you click on Lagos 93.3. This is the Lava Lounge. I'll be right back. But first, Janelle Monáe and Pharrell Williams, they're saying they got the juice. What y'all talking about? Let's find out.
It's a vibe on Lava Lounge.
93.3.